Another day, another unicorn. What a week it is turning out to be. It is now the turn of Gupshup to become a unicorn. Got a $100 million check from Tiger Global, and with that, its valuation has soared to $1.4 billion. Joining me to talk more about this is the man behind Gupshup, who started it all, Beerud Sheth, who's joining us all the way from the United States. Congratulations. It's a big day for all of you at Gupshup. It's taken, what, almost 10 years, 15 years to reach here. First up, how does it feel?
Oh, it's great. It's super exciting. Thank you for having me here, by the way. I think it's an important milestone. It recognizes a lot of the effort that the team has made. But at the same time, we're also, humbled because it raises expectations, and we need to lock and load for the next milestone from here. So I think we had a small celebration, but now focused on moving forward and doing the next thing here.
So, talk to our viewers first. What exactly does Gupshup do, and how will this $100 million check change everything for you?
Yeah, I think so. Gupshup is a messaging platform, or what we describe as a conversational messaging platform. And what that means really is, today as consumers, we all receive messages on a mobile phone, right, from our bank, from our e-commerce company saying, you spent money on your credit card, or your order has shipped, your package is arriving, your flight is booked, your hotel is booked, and things like that, right? So businesses have a need to communicate, to engage their customers in real time. And they do that by sending a lot of these messages. Gupshup is a platform that enables businesses to do that, right? So we send billions of messages, about 6 billion messages every month, so very high volume. And so far, all these messages were just simple notifications, right? Like, say you spent your money or your package is arriving, but now it's moving to where you can even have a two-way conversation with the business. So for example, you can reschedule your package delivery from that message itself, or you can have customer support queries answered and so on. So it's becoming more conversational. And that's what we do. What the financing will do for us is help us accelerate our vision, a future world where, it should be as easy to chat with a brand as it is to chat with a friend. So if you have a question, you want to see your account balance, or you want, you want details about your account, you want to upgrade your flight, you want to change your hotel booking, whatever it is, it should just be as simple as messaging a friend. I mean, you just send a text message to the business, and they should be able to respond. But to do that, I mean, it's easier said than done. To do that, it needs a lot of technology, a lot of infrastructure that we are going to provide. And this whole vision of conversational messaging, it's a big idea. We are very excited about it, and this funding really accelerates our investment in R&D and developing it out. Yeah.
So basically, if I could put it and ask you like this, is it going to be a SMS bot, an SMS chat bot, a WhatsApp chat bot? Is that the idea?
Yes, I think in a way, yes. Right now, it doesn't always have to be automated. You could have human agents, right? So you can, but today, for example, you call a call center and then you have to stay on hold for a long time. Instead, now you're sending a message. And on the other side, it could be a human agent. It could be an automated, maybe AI-based chatbot. You may not know and you may not care so long as your query is addressed, right? And think like Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant, right? You can just chat with it and get many things done, and its capabilities are increasing day by day. It's the same thing here, right? Now you chat with your bank, with the restaurant to order food, could be, with your e-commerce site to shop, could even be entertainment, gaming, to chat with your celebrity. Any kind of brand, you will be able to interact with it, and it'll just be, it's just like chatting with a friend, as simple and easy as that.
Okay, you can chat with a celebrity. I love Roger Federer. Maybe one day I'll get to chat with him thanks to what you're doing. But jokes aside, I've got to now ask you a little more about the deal as you get ready to, in your words, lock and load. that big check from Tiger Global. Can you help me understand what's going on? I'm calling this the Tiger Week. I think we should dedicate it to Tiger Global. Monday, you saw Misho, becoming a unicorn, $2 billion plus. Tiger was an investor. Tuesday was Cred. Once again, Tiger was an investor. $2 billion plus valuation. On Wednesday, we had Grow. Once again, Tiger was an investor. Today, you're joining us on Thursday. Gupshup, Tiger is the investor. What's going on?
Well, I don't know if I can speak for them. What we do know is in our interactions, they are, they are very aggressive. They move quickly. They're very optimistic about India. And by the way, they made similar bets. All of this is public information, but they made similar bets in China, and it worked out very well for them, right? So I'm guessing that they're very excited about all these other companies too, and so on, right? So, but they are amazing investors. It's great to have their support and their vote of confidence. I think they're very strategic, very easy to work with, and so on. So we're excited to have their support and scale up our business going forward. Yeah.
So you entered the coveted unicorn club. Can I ask you, you haven't raised funds for a very, very long time. When was the last time you raised funds? What kind of a jump in valuations have you seen?
Yeah, so our last round was more than 10 years ago. And since then we built the business. We are a profitable company, right? I heard a funny term recently, a prunicorn, which is a profitable unicorn, maybe. But I think we've been building, we've always been focused on building a sustainable long-term business. And what this funding does is helps us scale it up, right? So compared to our last round, I don't know, our valuation is maybe 10 times higher. It's been such a long time since then, right? So we've been quietly working away, scaling and growing our business, and I'm happy for our team. It recognizes all the effort that we've made, and I think all the customers that we've supported and built a huge business around. And I think our intention is, even as we invest in our growth and scaling up our business, we'll continue to do so in a prudent way. While staying profitable and growing our business. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I think the pandemic taught a lot of startups that you have to burn the fat, start looking at the road to profitability. And here you are, you're entering the Unicorn Club already being profitable. Does that mean that you may now enter the cash burn stage? You haven't raised funds for 10 years. You've figured it all out. Is this now the time for you to flex your muscles, really grow, and with the big check, actually look at burning cash?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if I would describe it as burning cash, but absolutely, it allows us to invest. There are many opportunities that we see that may be further out. And if we could invest ahead of the curve, if we could, create the products and evangelize and accelerate customer adoption, then you can make the market bigger sooner, right? So that's the flexibility that we have now. So we will certainly invest in growth, right? And that could be investing in R&D to create new products, investing in go-to-market activities. We are growing internationally, not just in India, but globally. Latin America, Southeast Asia, and Europe, and so on. And we may selectively look at acquiring some companies as well. So all of these things are things we can do now that we were not able to do before. Yeah. So that really accelerates our growth. But structurally, I think the business will remain profitable and sound, but we can make more investments into the future.
I know, Beerud, that you're joining us from the US, but you work Indian timings because your teams are primarily in India. You just told me a little bit about your ambitions. For you to really grow like that, you're going to have to grow in many languages, whether they're in Indian languages or other foreign languages. Am I right on that? And how are those plans going? And you'll be competing then with some of the best in the world when it comes to voice assistant, when it comes to going vernacular.
Right. No, and we're already working like in LATAM, Portuguese and Spanish are spoken there. And even in Europe, there's numerous different languages, Southeast Asia as well. So, you know, there is a lot of state of the art AI and natural language processing capabilities around different languages. So of course, that's where, I mean, we have the teams in place. We are going to keep expanding and growing those teams. We also have a lot of local teams in different geographies and regions to fill in these gaps and so on, right? I think, look, we have been a multinational company from day one, right? At least US and India, and now are going to become even more so across many different countries. And a lot of it is, you need to have a culture and an organization that can bring in people from everywhere, make them feel at home. And in that sense, Gupshup will become a player in every language, in every geography. And I think we are confident of being able to do that. Yeah.
When a startup enters the coveted unicorn club, everything looks so picture perfect, so rosy. And many times people forget that maybe that startup had near death-like instances a couple of times, the hardship that went into it. When you look back at the journey of Gupshup, do you want to share with us some of the moments that really stood out, some of the moments when you thought that, hey, is this ever going to happen? And it did. And the idea, of course, being to act as a source of inspiration for all of those that are tuning in, just remembering that never give up and you can never dream too big.
No, absolutely. I think, it's a roller coaster journey. I think we've had exciting moments that are, very euphoric. And then there are downright depressing moments as well. I think you really have to be level-headed and even keeled, right? Because there are things outside your control, right? We had the financial crisis in 2008, and there were, many other things. There were regulatory changes, and the ecosystems are always changing and so on. So we've had our own fair share of that. We had to pivot a couple of times because certain things we were trying didn't work. So completely change strategy, go in a different direction. We also came close to running out of cash at a time where we were not profitable, right? But we overcame a lot of those things to sort of finally come back here. And certainly a big milestone. And I think I should add, by the way, at least in my personal case, this is not the first time, but the second time I'm doing it. Before this, I founded a company called Elance that is now called Upwork, which is a publicly listed company, maybe $5-6 billion market cap already. And then Gupshup is really the second company I've founded. That helps a little bit because I've sort of seen the journey, the ups and downs, and sometimes you just have to persevere through, just have grit and go through the struggles. Anything that doesn't work, you learn from it, you fail forward, as they call it, right? Which is, what didn't work, you fix it, but what did work, you continue to do more of it. A lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a little bit of luck, absolutely necessary. And then, just keep at it. And the last thing I'll say is, I think, yes, the unicorn status is exciting, but it's also a huge obligation, a responsibility, right? There are higher expectations, and companies, as tech companies, right? You don't stay at a certain level. If you're not growing, then you're declining. There's no two ways about it. You can't kind of stay there, right? So it's important to keep growing, to stay focused on the next set of challenges and the next phase of growth here. So this is just an intermediate milestone in a very long journey. And it's still the first day of the rest of our lives here.
Can I ask you, when you were already profitable, why Tiger Global? How come you didn't look at a SPAC, which is the flavor of the season in the US? Why didn't you look at an IPO?
Well, we have been having conversations with investment bankers and so on, and we'll figure all this out. But the one thing to remember is when you're a public company and under public scrutiny, you really need to have everything buttoned down, everything set up, a very repeatable, predictable, recurring business, and very scalable, right? And I think in a way, this round came about very quickly. And with this funding, in fact, we can invest, like I said, ahead of the curve, build out the organization, scale up the team, scale up the processes, make our business more predictable and things like that. So in some sense, it really helps us prepare for a public listing, which I'm sure will come sometime in the future. But this makes it's sort of a stepping stone to that. Now, the good thing is this amount of capital is typically what many companies do at IPOs anyway, right? So the fact that we are able to do it a lot faster, a lot quicker, and in the private market, in a way, just makes it easier for us to, to take the next few steps from here on out. Yeah.
So in this interview, can I ask you what the vision is, let's say 5 years from now, 7 years from now, to be one of the largest conversational messengers out there?
Yeah, that's exactly right? See, it all starts with adding value to your customers, right? So we're very grateful for the customers that we have that love us, that use our products and services. And we are very passionate about this vision of enabling these advanced conversational experiences. Today, they may just be doing basic one-way notifications. Tomorrow, they're all going to be doing two-way, rich, advanced conversations, that are intelligent, that are personalized, that are contextual, and so on. And between here and there, over the next few years, there's a lot of innovation, a lot of product, a lot of evangelism, a lot of education that we will provide our customers. Will bring a lot of value to them that helps them engage their customers in turn. So that's the thing. And I think if we do our job right, which is deliver great new products and services to them, our business will grow, and all the other business and financial milestones will be achieved, right? But we are sort of laser focused on this vision that we are super excited about, and delivering that, making it real for our customers. Yeah.
And with that, here's wishing you and the entire Gupshup team all the very best. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview on your big day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.